Hi, my name is Halia Stojic, and I work at the Equal Rights Center. The Equal Rights Center assists individuals in the Washington, D.C. region who are experiencing possible housing discrimination. In the district, source of income discrimination is illegal, meaning that a landlord cannot discriminate against you for having a housing voucher. While housing discrimination against voucher holders in D.C. has been illegal since 2005, D.C. passed a new law in 2022 called the Eviction Record Sealing and Fairness in Renting Amendment Act. This law strengthened protections for people with housing vouchers. With this in mind, we wanted to provide you with some information about your rights as you begin your housing search. The Federal Fair Housing Act makes it illegal nationwide to discriminate against someone in housing based on 7 traits, which are race, color, national origin, religion, sex, including sexual orientation and gender identity, disability, and familial status, or the presence of children in the household under the age of 18. Under the D.C. Human Rights Act, it is not only illegal to discriminate based on these 7 traits just mentioned, but also 13 additional traits that are not covered by the Federal Fair Housing Act. These include age, family responsibilities, gender identity or expression, homeless status, marital status, matriculation or being a student, personal appearance, place of residence or business, political affiliation, sealed eviction record, sexual orientation, source of income, and status as a victim of an intrafamily offense or being a survivor of domestic violence. In DC, it is illegal to discriminate in housing based on source of income. This means that landlords cannot discriminate against you based on your housing voucher. Examples of possible discrimination could include advertising statements like "No Section 8 accepted" or "We do not accept vouchers," or charging you a higher rent or security deposit because you use a housing voucher. Some voucher holders pay a portion of their rent to their landlords each month, and others do not. If you pay a portion of your rent each month, landlords can run a credit check as part of your application. However, under the 2022 law we mentioned earlier, landlords cannot deny you based on a low credit score or not having a credit score, credit issues that occurred prior to when you first received your voucher, or non-payment of rent that occurred prior to when you first received your voucher. If you don't pay any portion of your rent, meaning your entire rent is covered by your housing voucher for the whole lease term and your portion is $0, then it's likely illegal for a landlord to deny you for any reason related to your credit. Many landlords require applicants to meet minimum income requirements of 3 or 4 times the monthly rent. Because you have a housing voucher, landlords should not apply a minimum income requirement to you. Examples of possible discrimination related to your income level could include a property manager refuses to let you apply because you don't have any income outside of your voucher, a landlord refuses to rent to you because you do not have a job, a leasing agent denies your application based on your credit report, which says you have insufficient income to support rent, or your rent-to-income ratio is unsatisfactory, or a landlord requires you to prove that you have income outside of your voucher to pay for utilities and other household expenses. Last but not least, in Washington, D.C., a landlord must provide you with a written notice of denial if they reject your application. The notice should state that your application was denied and also list the specific reasons why it was denied. You also have the right to request that the landlord provide you with a free copy of all the materials they reviewed as part of your application, including your credit report and background check. If you believe you may have experienced discrimination based on your voucher or based on another identity, such as your race, disability, or having children under the age of 18 in your household, or if you have any questions about your fair housing rights, you can contact the Equal Rights Center. The Equal Rights Center may be able to directly advocate on your behalf with the landlord, assist people with disabilities with requesting reasonable accommodations in housing, conduct civil rights testing, and help individuals file housing discrimination complaints with the DC Office of Human Rights, or HUD. For more information about your rights as a voucher holder, check out this frequently asked questions document. You can also contact us via email at info@equalrightscenter.org or by phone, call, or text at 202-370-3224.